Imagine waking up one morning, the sun streaming through your window, and feeling a calm you've never known before. The usual worries, deadlines, bills, strange noises, are gone. This is a world without fear. It sounds like paradise. No anxiety, no hesitation, just pure potential. Children learn without dread, artists create without fear of criticism, and scientists propose wild ideas without ridicule. Every day becomes an adventure, boundaries dissolve, and the world feels open and inviting. Social interactions are effortless. Shyness and self-doubt vanish. It seems like the ultimate liberation. But is it? What happens when the instinct that keeps us safe is silenced? Without fear, would we recognize danger or distinguish between risk and recklessness? A world without shadows might leave us blind to reality. Fear, it turns out, may be the very thing that keeps us grounded. Without it, paradise could quickly become peril. Fear isn't a flaw, it's a survival tool, honed by evolution. It's the alarm that kept our ancestors alive, the jolt that made them run from danger. Today, fear still guides us. It warns us in dark alleys, pushes us to prepare for challenges, and keeps us from reckless choices. We wear seatbelts, wash our hands, and save money because fear teaches caution. Removing fear is like disabling a smoke detector. You might enjoy the quiet, but you're defenseless in a real emergency. Without fear, we'd accept drinks from strangers, invest in scams, or step into traffic without looking. Fear forces us to pause, assess, and think before acting. It's the brake pedal that keeps us from disaster. Without it, we'd be tragically vulnerable. Fear isn't weakness, it's wisdom in disguise. It's the voice that keeps us safe. Now, imagine a society of 7 billion fearless people. At first, it looks like a golden age, limitless ambition, no hesitation, constant progress. But this momentum is reckless. Our systems, markets, laws, social contracts depend on fear to maintain balance. Without fear, financial markets would spiral, laws would lose their power, and predators would thrive. The absence of fear doesn't erase danger, it erases our defenses. Collective fear drives us to build, prepare, and cooperate. It's the root of wisdom, helping us learn from the past and avoid repeating disasters. A fearless society would forget caution, repeating mistakes endlessly. Progress without fear is progress without foresight. Let's consider pain, another negative we wish away. A life without pain sounds ideal, but pain is a vital messenger. It's the body's alarm, warning us of harm and demanding action. Without pain, we'd leave our hand on a hot stove, unaware of injury. People born unable to feel pain live in constant danger, suffering injuries they can't detect. Pain protects us from silent peril. Socially, pain triggers empathy and compassion. We comfort the suffering, care for the sick, and connect through shared vulnerability. Without pain, compassion might fade, and our bonds would weaken. Pain reminds us we need each other. It's not just a burden, it's a bridge. A painless world risks emotional isolation. Pain, in its warning and its empathy, is essential. In a painless world, we'd lose touch with our bodies. Warning signs, aches, discomfort would vanish, and we'd push ourselves to the breaking point. Athletes would shatter bones, people would ignore illness, and problems would only be noticed at catastrophic stages. Medicine would shift from prevention to constant crisis management. Our relationships would suffer too. Caregiving and empathy would lose their meaning. Overcoming pain shapes our resilience and our stories. Without it, life would lack depth and growth. We'd lose the wisdom forged by hardship. Pain teaches us our limits and our strength. A painless existence isn't superhuman. It's dangerously incomplete. We need pain to truly live and connect. Now, let's talk about anger, the most explosive of our emotions. We often wish it away, blaming it for conflict and violence. But anger is also a powerful motivator. It signals injustice, energizes us to act, and fuels movements for change. Righteous anger has driven revolutions and social progress. Without anger, we might accept exploitation and injustice without protest. Anger helps us defend boundaries and demand respect. It's the force that says, enough. In personal life, it sparks necessary confrontations and resolutions. Without it, we risk becoming passive, unable to stand up for ourselves or others. Anger, when channeled, is a tool for justice and growth. It's not just destructive, it's transformative. A world without anger might be peaceful, but it would also be powerless. A world without anger would be eerily calm, but also stagnant. Disagreements would lack passion. Debates would be sterile. The drive for innovation and change often comes from dissatisfaction, a form of anger. Artists, scientists, and reformers push boundaries because they're frustrated with the status quo. Without anger, creativity and progress would stall. Relationships would lose their fire. Healthy arguments that lead to growth would disappear. Resentment might build silently, with no release. Justice would lose its moral urgency. Outrage at wrongdoing is what demands action. Without it, even the worst crimes might be met with indifference. Peace without anger is a cold, unjust peace. Anger is the spark that keeps society alive and evolving. Without it, we risk losing our humanity. Imagine a person with no fear, pain, or anger. They aren't superhuman, they're profoundly disconnected. Unable to sense danger, protect themselves, or fight for justice, they drift through life passively. Empathy and deep relationships would be impossible. Shared vulnerability is what binds us. Life would lose its meaning. No challenges, no growth, no triumphs. Our struggles define us, and these emotions provide the tension that makes life a story worth living. A life without them would be safe, but empty. We'd trade vibrant humanity for sterile calm. These negative feelings are essential for a positive life. To erase them is to erase what makes us truly alive. The lesson? Our minds are beautifully imperfect. Fear, pain, and anger aren't flaws, they're survival tools, gifts from our ancestors. Wishing them away is wishing away our strength. The path forward is wisdom, not erasure. We must learn to manage these emotions, not eliminate them. They teach us, connect us, and drive us to grow. Our project isn't to become unfeeling, but to become wise. These feelings are our companions, our navigators, and the raw material of our greatest achievements. The goal is not robotic calm, but meaningful, compassionate humanity. Our imperfections are what make us perfectly human.